Good evening. I'd like to welcome everybody to the May 19th meeting of the St. Mary's County Planning Commission. There are two sign-up sheets in the foyer for tonight's hearing. One is for all attendees. The other is specifically for those who would wish to speak during the case. If you plan to speak or would like to receive any other follow-up information related to these cases, please be sure to sign up on the appropriate sheet out there. Thank you for your participation. Please note that this meeting is being recorded as part of the public record. All comments must be captured or on record. Therefore, if you wish to speak, you must do so at one of the microphones provided. Comments, questions, or responses must be directed to the board. The board will then address or refer them to the appropriate party for a response. Please keep your remarks to 3 minutes or less. Anyone wishing to testify or asking questions during our public hearings will be required to take an oath. When speaking, please speak clearly and directly into a microphone. Lastly, we kindly ask you to silence all cell phones to avoid disruptions, and thank you for your cooperation. On our agenda this evening, after a review and approval of the May 12th minutes, we have one case this evening. That's a minor subdivision 24-0369, and that is for the Plum family conveyance, and they are asking for a review of one additional lot on a private road in accordance with the St. Mary's County subdivision ordinance. After that, we'll go over any new business followed by adjournment. At this time, I'll let the board members introduce themselves.
Judy Filius.
Good evening. Lynn Delahaye.
Patty Robrek.
Howard Thompson.
Joe Van Kirk.
Jay Cousineau.
Connor Lochran.
Okay, also with us this evening from the Department of Land Use and Growth Management, we have their Deputy Director, Brandy Glenn, their planner, Nicholas Colvin, and their Senior Planning Specialist, Megan Higgs Carter. Also with us this evening is our Deputy County Attorney, Mr. John Sterling Hauser, and we have our Acting Director of the Department of Public Works and Transportation, Donnie Mills. Also with us this evening is our video media producer, Andrew Beckman. Okay. Did everybody have a chance to review the May 12th minutes?
Yes.
Any corrections?
No.
Do I have a motion to accept them?
So moved.
Okay, well, I'll just make one of you a motion and one of you a second. How about that? All in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Moving right along. Good evening, Mr. Colvin.
Good evening.
We don't get to have you very often, so we'll cherish this evening. Before we get started, anybody that will be testifying during the Plum case or have questions coming up to the microphone, if you'd stand at this time and I'll get you sworn in. Okay. Do you declare and affirm under the penalty of perjury that the testimony, responses, and statements you may give will be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Colvin, take it away.
All right, well, good evening. Our first and only agenda item this evening is Agenda Item 1, Minor Subdivision M-Sub 24-0369, Plum Family Subdivision, Family Conveyance. This property is located at 23800 Plum Lane, Bushwood, Maryland. The land use is rural preservation, and the zoning is Rural Preservation District, RPD. And this is the subdivision plat. The minor subdivision is seeking approval of one additional lot on a private road in accordance with the St. Mary's County Subdivision Ordinance 10-01, Section 30.14.4, Family Conveyance Provisions. Proposed Lot 1 will be the 14th lot under 15 acres on Plum Lane and East Plum Lane. Currently, there are 2 lots under 15 acres on Plum Lane and 11 lots under 15 acres on East Plum Lane for a total of 13 lots under 15 acres. Per the subdivision ordinance section 30.14.5.c, all subdivisions except farmsteads or lots approved through the family conveyance provisions of this ordinance proposed with 8 lots or more shall be served by public roads. The sale or transfer of lots for a family conveyance is limited to owners of record on or before May 25th, 2004. John and Lori Plum have owned this property since May 15th, 1996, per the deed Liber 1059, folio 585. This proposed lot will be conveyed to their son, Jeremy Plum. Per the surveyor's letter dated April 14th, 2025, I quote, "The existing road has an existing R20 paved entrance off of Bushwood City Road that was recently improved by the St. Mary's County Department of Public Works and Transportation. It is well kept and varies from approximately 16 foot wide to approximately 18 foot wide, and in several places has wide grass shoulders and is asphalt for the first 370 feet and gravel for the remaining. The roadway is well drained and does not appear to have any flooding or maintenance problems. We believe the road is adequate for an additional user," end quote. And these are some additional pictures. This concludes the staff report and is entered into the record of this public hearing as Exhibit 1. Representing the applicant is Barry Vuckmer with Chesapeake Trail Surveying alongside Chris Longmore. And with that, does anyone have any questions for me?
Anybody have any questions of staff? Don't run away, though. Appreciate it. Mr. Buckner. Mr. Longmore.
Good evening, members of the Planning Commission. Thank you for your time this evening. We're here on behalf of Mr. and Mrs. Plum for their application. For the record, John and Laurie Plum, the owners, are here in the audience, as is their son, Jeremy. So if you have any questions for them, they'll be available. I'm going to let Mr. Vuckmer do his presentation. Again, we're here seeking one and only one lot on there under the family conveyance provisions of the subdivision ordinance. As I know you're aware, that is allowed to add an additional lot on a private road, but it's subject to planning commission approval. So that's why we're here tonight seeking that approval. So with that, I'll turn it over to
Mr.
Barrett.
Buckmer, though it's on the screen, can you give us your name and business address?
Sure. Barrett Fuchmer, 22660 Washington Street, Leonardtown, Maryland.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I would like to add one more thing and point out that this is a legal parcel of record, so it has an intrinsic right to access the right-of-way as it is. The subdivision is actually what triggered this, to the break-off of the small piece of land for their son. So this is the subdivision plat. This is a little more detail of Plum Lane and where the parent tract is here. There's actually a 20-foot right-of-way that comes through here to access this. And these are the site distance pictures off of Bushwood City Road. There's plenty of site distance. It's flat, well, pretty much well drained there. And then these are the same pictures that Nick went through. Kind of stole my thunder there. But you can see that there's plenty of room for cars to pass and pull off, room for, to get out of the way of an emergency vehicle. It's well kept and well drained, as I mentioned in the letter. This is where the 20-foot right-of-way kind of peels off and goes back to the proposed lot for Jeremy. And this is the 20-foot right-of-way that goes back to the lot that Jeremy will have. And that's really it. Questions?
So the 20-foot right-of-way is already there, already
Yes, sir, that's
constructed or
correct.
been there, or,
It's been there.
so it's not going through someone else's property, it's a dedicated right-of-way?
Correct. It's actually through the Plum's property.
Okay.
Anybody have any questions of the applicant?
Are there any other people who live on that same road other than the Plum family?
Yeah, there's, I think, 19 other lots on the access this.
11 and 8, 11.
I think we had to send out upwards of 80 notifications in the first-class mail and registered.
And they all access that same road?
Oh, so no, there's not 80 people that access. So
Right.
we're required to break it down to, if there's a husband and wife that own the property, we have to send each individual a registered letter and each individual a first class. So I'm going to say, I think we sent out 22 that were within the 200 foot of the road and actually access the road.
So there are other family members or other homes that access that road?
Yeah, not the 20 foot, there's
Not
one
the 20
other.
foot.
Yes, there's one other lot that accesses the 20 foot, but there are 19 other properties that have access to that.
How, and who maintains the road at this time?
Currently, the neighborhood does,
The neighborhood?
yes.
Okay.
So the plan is to add a road maintenance agreement for their portion of the road.
So you already have a maintenance agreement?
Yes, yes.
And can we assume that there were no one has any objections to this?
Not to my knowledge, no.
We would note for the record as well, all the agencies have reviewed the application and the comments are attached. We believe that those are all in favor of the request. There is a draft road maintenance covenant that'll go with that, as well as the family conveyance agreement. Those are both documents that exist that the Department of Land Use and Growth Management has available in their stock. And the staff report itself addresses the various standards that need to be met. We believe that all of those are met. We believe that the staff report supports that. The primary concern, of course, is the safety of the road and the width of the road. I think the photos that Mr. Buckmer showed and Mr. Colvin showed show that this is a road that's in very good shape. And this parcel being able to be built on it, it's really just subdividing out the lot as a smaller buildable lot that has triggered this. So that's, we believe that it's appropriate. There will be a 5-year restriction on it being conveyed to anyone outside the family as well. That's in the agreement.
Anybody else have any questions?
I think it looked in order.
Okay. I will close it and I'll open it up to public testimony. I have one name on the list. It doesn't say whether they want to speak or not, but Rhonda Hill. Come up to the microphone and give us your name and address, please, for the record.
Okay, I have a cold, so I'm gonna try to. My name is Rhonda Hill.
Would
and
you,
my address is
would you
2
lift the microphone up? I got to get you on record there. Or you can hold it, whatever's more comfortable for you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. My name is Rhonda Hill. My address is 23596 Bushwood City Road. And I am coming here to speak tonight on behalf of the Hill family. We have known the Plum family for all of our lives, pretty much. We've coexisted. We've been good neighbors. John and Laura, Debbie, they're all good people, and we support them wholeheartedly to take and have this family conveyance done. Only questions I had was basically for the county, and I know Richard Tyre from the county actually came down and spoke with me this week in regards to the maintenance and upkeep of Bushwood City Road, since we're just developing rapidly. And so that's what our concern was, but not concerned about John and Laura doing a family conveyance. We actually 100% support them wholeheartedly.
Okay. You heard that they do have a road agreement, that they're going to take care of their part of it, just like everybody
Yeah,
else has.
absolutely, on Plums, yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
No?
We appreciate you coming up.
No problem.
Thank you.
All right.
Was there anybody else that'd like to speak or have questions? Well, this, I'm gonna have to, no, I'm not gonna say anything, like something might happen. I'll go ahead and close it, public testimony at this time. I'm sure you're not gonna rebut that. That was good neighbors. So, I'll close it, I'll close testimony and open it to the board for deliberations. So the applicant has done everything. We
Seems
saw,
well in
we saw
order.
the road. We heard from one of the neighbors, and we haven't had any other letters, so
Looks
That's a good plan.
seems like a good plan.
Let's do.
Well, would anybody like to finalize this good plan then?
Sure.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pat.
In the matter of minor subdivision MSUB 24-0369 Plum Family Subdivision, having accepted staff report and having made a finding that the criteria for approval of a family convenience SO paragraph 30.14.4 of the subdivision ordinance has been met. And noting that the reference project has met all requirements for the family conveyance provisions, I move that the family conveyance be approved with the following conditions, and I don't see any.
Road agreement.
Road maintenance
Is it
agreement.
the,
You can add
Is
that
it-
to it, signed
okay.
road agreement.
just the expiration and approved preliminary plan? Something different?
No, just in the motion with,
Okay. The applicant will need to submit a signed road maintenance agreement with the recording package. The road maintenance agreement will be recorded after the subdivision plat has been recorded.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, is there any discussion on the motion? Okay, I'll go roll call on that. Ms. Delahaye?
Aye.
Ms. Filius?
Aye.
Mr. Loughran?
Aye.
Mr. Cusino?
Aye.
Mr. Van Kirk?
Aye.
Ms. Roebuck?
Aye.
And also vote. Congratulations to y'all. As I always like to say, good neighbors are great to have. Everybody take care of their neighbors.
And that,
We thank
thank you
y'all.
very much.
I love the
good
family
evening.
compound idea.
Is there any more business?
Yeah.
Need that last motion of the evening now.
Motion to adjourn.
You got a motion from, I was looking that way, so I'm gonna take
second.
Lynn, I'm gonna second Connor. All in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. We are adjourned.
Did you know that?